I'm glad that everybody is having a great time.
What's your take on the Middle East? I mean, look, did you see Barack? For the first time, I have to admit this. Now, I still support the president 100%. But he looked a little, he looked like somebody that just got punched in the mouth. He looked like he was a little trying to find his footing yesterday.
Well,
because he's a nice guy, and he really don't want to have to bust a cap in Moma. He really don't want to. But Moma left him no choice. If a cat come up to you and pulls a gun on you, and you with your wife and kids, you have no choice. He got to go.
Well,
it's a domestic violence situation going on over there. 911, and they locking up. They locking up the man. They locking up everybody to move.
Well, the problem goes back to when he made that speech in Egypt, because literally that turns the Arab world upside down. And as we know, this did not start in Libya and will not end in Libya. It will probably continue beyond Libya. If you think about it, you know, it starts with a guy setting himself on fire in Tunisia. Most people don't remember his name. And what he did was he literally lit
the fruit vendor.
Yeah, the fruit vendor. And
dude, I'm not putting no gasoline on me. I don't even like the smell of it, man.
Well, you know,
I understand.
I always reminded of a scene from one of the Godfather movies, and it's where they're in Cuba, and a guy jumps into a cab with a grenade and blows himself up. And what happens is the character Michael Corleone says, you know, they're serious when they're willing to kill themselves.
How do you fight an enemy who is not afraid to die?
That is.
I got an answer for you, but I'll tell you offline. I got an answer for you.
But the bottom line is that, you know, you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. You know.
Yeah. Well, see, the whole CNN, Fox, Western media, removed from reality crew, they kept saying, what's he going to do? You can't just let those people get over, you know, let the civilians get killed. All week, they talking smack. Like, Barack ain't gonna hit him, Barack ain't gonna hit him, Barack ain't gonna hit him. And Barack gonna punch him right in the mouth. Oh, why you hit him in the mouth? Exactly. You know, you can please some people. Yeah. So I say, Mr. President, listen to your advisors, but trust your own heart. Because the rest of them clowns over there, especially the former CIA director, the former this, the former that. That's why they formers, because they wasn't performing.
Donnie, I told my neighbor this. He's a diehard Republican, and I told him the day that they had the Republican senator on who had just come out of the Situation Room, I said, he's getting ready to hit them.
But he was really left with no choice. And they've known this stuff back in before the speech. I'm betting you, Charles, it goes back at least 2 years before that speech.
Well, part of it is that you have to ferment stuff. It's like when you have some grapes. They don't turn into wine until you provide some yeast to ferment stuff. And if we look at what has,
you know what the yeast was?
It's
Facebook and Twitter.
Pretty much. But, you know, it's the old, you know, Gil Scott-Heron song. You know, the revolution will not be told.
It will be tweeted.
It will be tweeted and Facebook. But at the end of the day, look, revolutions are never, ever pretty. Ask anyone, including the United States. They're never, ever pretty. There are fits and starts. But if you can't get to a place where you have normalcy, where there's commerce, where there's a sense of justice, you don't have a government in place. I mean, you can look at the Somalians, you can look at the Afghanistans, and you look at Iraq. Yes, they're sewn together with a very weak thread.
Okay. How about you?
I concur with him. Nobody wins in a revolution. Somebody's going to get hurt. Now, once again, it depends on what stance you want to take with that. How much you're willing to stand behind your cause. And apparently these people are willing to stand behind their cause to the point that they're willing to die for it. So what choice do we have?
What choice do we have? What choice did Barack Obama have?
Do nothing.
I want a moratorium on all those Monday morning, Tuesday morning quarterbacks on the national news.
Well, part of the problem is that...
And Wolfowitz made a lot of sense. I got to give him his props. Last night, Wolfowitz made some sense.
But few people are in the region. And that is part of the problem. Once you're removed from the region, your decisions, whether good, bad, or indifferent, don't seem to rise to the occasion where, you know, this is serious business. Because it is serious business.
You agree, Serena?
Yes.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
You don't think it's serious? I guess I don't necessarily understand is it a rhetorical question?
Kind of, sort of. All right. Come on.
Absolutely.
You know? I mean, look, this is a part of the world that few of us have ever actually traveled to.
I've been there, and I remember trying to climb a sand dune on all fours. I looked behind me, it was a Jordanian cat in flip-flops, and he was running like Jesse Owens. That was 2002. I realized the U.S. military is going to have some challenges dealing with this terrain. These are cats that can chill in a cave all day. You know how you chill at the half downs all day? They can chill in a cave all day, ain't no problem.
Right. Well, remind yourself you're also coming to their world.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, the whole idea is that if you notice, we haven't had very many wars here in the United States, at least in the recent memory.
The Republicans are warmongers. I'm calling a spade a spade. They like busting caps in people.
Right.
The only problem is they don't like buying books for the kids. I got a problem with that. You like shooting, but you don't like educating.
Doni.
You like building prisons, but you don't like educating. And as far as I'm concerned, especially in Maryland, Democrat equals a Republican. Because the Maryland Democratic Party, and I'm going to say it, I think the Maryland Democratic Party is as racist as any other party in the country. I said it.
You grew up in the same neighborhood I grew up in. You
As
ever fight-
did y'all.
Yeah.
He from North and Bent Low.
You ever fight a cat in your backyard or get into a fight
No,
with a cat?
my
in your-
mama said, do not come in here crying. That's all I knew. Do not come in here crying.
You jump on somebody in their own backyard, you got a battle.
Yeah, because you can't get beat at home.
No, you.
Because your
that's
mama
gonna
gonna beat you, and your daddy gonna beat you,
Yeah, and half the neighborhood gonna beat you.
and laugh at
Yeah,
you.
Yeah.
You got beat
You
up in his
yeah,
own
You can't
backyard.
do that. You can't get beat in your own backyard.
Nah, you just can't.
No.
You just can't. All right, we got one more thing to do.